Я всіх вітаю, всім добрий день. Я Слава Соломка, сьогодні з вами настала нарешті.
So welcome all of you. Finally, we have this solemn moment when we will identify the winner out of 16 participants from all around Ukraine. So here we have our venue, the Center for Strategic Communications, StratCom Ukraine. We have partners. This is the Trust Fund Ukraine NATO, US Embassy in Ukraine, the Fund of European Atlantic Integration of Secretariat of Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine, and Ministry of European Integration. Now we'll know who are the winners, and only judges know that. So these envelopes will be opened with the names of the teams. So the teams represented the whole spectrum of defense and security of Ukraine, National Guards, armed forces, military training institutions, etc., who are young and creative people who know what they are doing and are able to really present their works in the security sector. They're really teams of visionaries, of course. There was some assistance to help them develop concept for the winners. Talking about professional mentors who were honored to invite, and they came from various spheres of human activity. Here I have two mentors, Mr. Andrei Kuzmenko, head of the unit of IBM security in CIS countries, and Alexei Shatirko, head of section 4, management of events and incidents of informational security of situational center. So Andrei, the question for you, what is the need to really organize events like this? Since we have had this event, it is already important. I would probably switch from the needs because you need whether they are experience for the special communication service. That's a great opportunity to enter into dialogue with the respective community of our partners all around the different spheres, including even students. For the students, it's an opportunity to communicate with mentors, representatives of public services, to widen their vision. And for us as participants, it's an opportunity to see and to evaluate experience and knowledge of all participants. What was the specifics of the work with the teams? What are your impressions? Well, indeed, a lot of new things. I do have experience of participating in hackathons, national hackathons, and international hackathon, Thai stream hackathon. It's very interesting. Some specific points are that we met the teams, we shared our experience with them, and the teams introduced themselves. They told us what they intend to present, and after that, they started developing their works. And when the teams could actually ask question to any mentor directly, what are your impressions? Very good impressions. So certainly, I'd like to see more interaction because I was really pleased by seeing that some teams initiated inquiries to us. For instance, I didn't know many of the participants, but they still asked for my comments and recommendations, for my professional evaluation, so that they could improve their presentation. This is exactly the interaction that we all need to aspire for in the sector of cybersecurity. When we share experience, thus we will be able to really resist and counter the current threats. Thank you. I hope we'll have many other opportunities to meet you at other hackathons. So very soon we'll know who are the winners. I'd like to note that 14 mentors from the leading organizations of Ukraine joined this hackathon. 15 speakers from Ukraine, United States, Israel, and NATO. We discussed subject matters from critical infrastructure protection and NATO standards in cybersecurity up to cyber sabotage and the role of cryptocurrencies in national security. All these points certainly have a big importance to strengthen the cybersecurity and cyber defense of Ukraine. That's why such events as Hackathon, with participation of young and active teams, professional monitors, is extremely important. It essentially becomes a new component of the current sector of security and defense. So just in a minute, we'll know the winner. So what are the basic principles to evaluate the work? We had 10 judges from Ukraine and 12 judges from NATO. Just an hour ago, Jay finished the evaluation of the projects. The judges just left their room for deliberations, and no one except for them knows about final results. Soon we'll see 3 representatives from the jury of National Cybersecurity Hackathon. We'll see them in a second.
Здравствуйте, я Слава. Отже, зі мною вже в студії
So
двоє.
here I have with me 2 representatives, judges of National Hackathon for Cybersecurity, Dmitro Kazhevin, lead expert from Cisco Talos, and Vladimir Sokolov, associate professor of Subdepartment of Cybersecurity and Application Information System of National University, Kyiv Polytechnical Institute, Igor Sikorsky. Online, we'll have also Dr. Tamsin Moy, who is lead researcher center at the NATO Center for Cybersecurity, Federated Mission Networking, as it works. Was it difficult to really evaluate the solutions? Yes, it was difficult, but it was very interesting because we had to apply the multifaceted approach to evaluate all sides, practical implementation, social component. Many solutions were already implemented to bigger or smaller extent, and most vast majority of the teams chose the software familiar to the judges, and the functions that they presented were aimed at ensuring cybersecurity of Ukraine. So most of the projects were extremely important and difficult as well. For you, I can tell you very briefly that we had the interim finish today. All the teams successfully reached the final stage. Yes, we did have some problems right in the middle when some of the teams seemed to lose their first breath without getting the second breath. But then everything went well. So the total background of the rejected cyber threats, all the tasks have been fulfilled. We'll inform you in more details, and we will publish the results, summarized results on our website, including the tasks that need to become focus for purposes of further development of cybersecurity. Sometimes we even have some shortcomings I even confused our extreme mentor with a student from the blue team, and I was insisting on her to start her presentation, and she will almost stuttered. Actually, yes, if you do something, there may be mistake. Now I'm inviting Dr. Tamzin Moy. She must be already with us. Can we hear her? Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Moy. What would you be your feedback about the work of the teams, and what would be your wishes for the future?
So good afternoon. I found this week has been an incredibly busy, packed week from just my personal perspective in being part of the hackathon. And I didn't have to develop a solution. So I can only imagine how busy and how hard the teams have all been working this week. They've put in such incredible efforts, every single team. It's very clear that they have all been working really hard all week. And it feels almost unfair that they get such a short time to try and present that work to the judges and explain all of the work they've done. And so I just want to recognize how impressed I am with all of the teams who've participated this week. And I wish them all luck for the future.
Дякуємо дуже вам, доктор.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moy. Thank you for your work, for cooperation, and for the time that you actually have taken to take part in our hackathon. So as you understand, the work of the judges was not easy. The teams certainly are emotional, nervous. Soon we'll see who is the first, who is the second, and who is the third.
Ну і що ж, для того, аби оголосити трійку.
Okay, to announce the three winners who invited representatives of the best universities of the country, the Mikhail Zhurovsky, rector of National University Kyiv, Polytechnical Institute Sikorsky, Mr. Mugrov, rector of National University Taras Shevchenko, and Srebrokovich, director of Department for Civil Protection of the State Emergency Service. Mikhail Zakharovich, your university was presented by the team called Deepen, Defenders. What did they try to solve? They dealt with the tasks of defense of Ukraine against cyber attacks, look for the best algorithms to solve very complicated mathematical, cryptographical challenges related to cyber attacks. Your university was represented by the team. What are your expectations about their participations, and what are your impressions of what you were observing there? Well, unfortunately, the quality of sound is very poor. What we can hear is that we had expectations. We know that this team is well prepared to defend the cybersecurity of Ukraine, and certainly this effort, this event will add more to this cause. And I am very impressed with our team, although I certainly have very positive impressions from what I saw in the work of other teams. Thank you. In your sector, Sergey, where you are known, recognized experts, how important are the matters of cybersecurity? They are extremely important because we are talking about protection of informational resources and of our territorial units. Our units and teams have already participated in a number of other hackathons. So we were invited to the first National Hackathon on cybersecurity, and I hope our team will show at least some results. Well, I would not be surprised, as you can see in your hands, envelope number 3. Just in a few minutes, we'll open these envelopes, and I understand the feelings of the team, so we'll be back with you in a minute.
Так, отже, пане Сергію, ще раз.
Okay, so Sergey, again, we're coming back to you, though. The third place is taken by, could you please tell who's the winner? Let us see who's in the envelope. Place number 3, drums. The Institute of Special Communication and Information Protection, Kyiv Polytechnic Institute, named after Sikorsky. So you see the round of applause. Let's have a round of applause, please. And I think that we can give the round of applause. STK, are you with us? Can we see you? STK, we congratulate the winners. I think that they are happy that they won, and they know that this week was not done in vain, and they will feel the acknowledgement of their work. Hello. We are grateful that you took part in the hackathon. We are grateful for your efforts, for all of everything you've done to create this product. Thank you so much. Place number 2. Attention, we'll get to know who is taking the second place of the National Hackathon. MPC SOC, Ukrenergo. We congratulate you, round of applause. Ukrenergo are with us as well as I understand. We will not communicate for too long, but let us show those talented people who spent so many efforts to win and to introduce their own investment into the strengthening of the cybersecurity. Can we see the team, the winner team? Well, we have some technical issues, but still we are moving on. So, Mikhailo, you've got that wonderful envelope in your hands with the winners. Grand Prix of this year hackathon is taken by the ETWAY, the State Scientific Research Institute of Cybersecurity and Communication, Special Communication. We congratulate you, and let us see them, those people who are making an incredible investment into the development of cybersecurity of our state. We congratulate you. Thank you that you're with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, we are limited in time, so dear colleagues, dear jury members and heads of the faculties, thank you for joining us. Thank you that you've spent your time and your energy, and thank you that for you bringing up the talented students who are taking part in such events and who are the real future for Ukrainian cybersecurity and digital sphere of our state. Thank you so much. So, we're moving on, and you know, our event wouldn't be possible without our partners. It wouldn't be possible without the partners and the support of the Embassy of the United States of America in Ukraine. So we also hear Katerina Pavlova, who is Assistant of Attaché on Culture of the Embassy of the USA in Ukraine. Katerina, are you here with us? Yes, I'm here. I welcome all of you. I'm so happy to be here, though I was not with you physically for the whole week. I couldn't see what the teams were doing. But first of all, I'd like to congratulate the top 3 winners. It's so pleasant that the 3rd place was taken by Kyiv Polytechnic Institute because I'm the graduate of this institute. And altogether, I'd like to congratulate and to thank all of the teams because you're doing an incredible thing. It was so pleasant to observe you and monitor you, but we as the representatives of the Embassy of the USA in Ukraine, we would always like to emphasize that cybersecurity is our top priority, and we constantly cooperate with Ukraine in this sphere. We're so happy to see such results of the hackathon. This is not the first hackathon on cybersecurity, and we can always see how many people are joining these kind of events in spite of us conducting it in this hybrid online format. And we do hope for the further cooperation. So again, I'd like to congratulate you and to thank all the teams. You're incredibly cool. Thank you so much. You know, this hybrid format is the new reality of our life, and gradually we're getting used to that. So to name the next 3 winners, we invited to our studio the representatives of the security sector and the representative of Ukrenergo. So there is Sergei Kropyva, first deputy of the head of the Department of Cyber Police of the National Police of Ukraine, and Georgy Karasuk, the head of the operational center of the national energy company Ukrenergo. What would you wish to our participants, Sergei Vasilyevich? I'd like to wish all the participants to have victory, in particular the Department of Cyber Police, those young, creative, innovative guys who are permanently working for the citizens of our state to feel safe when they go online. Your team is also the participant. Could you please tell how acute is the issue of cybersecurity in this sphere? Why do you think it's important to conduct such hackathons and to bring up the future experts? We think it's necessary because the energy sphere is one of the most important, critically important sectors of the objects of critical infrastructure, and such hackathons give us the opportunity to see the new knowledge, to see the fresh ideas, which directly impact the improvement of the level of cybersecurity. Okay, let's not wait too long. Let's get to know the names of the teams of the winners. And the second category, which has the name of the detection, response, and prevention, the cyber attacks onto the objects of cyber security. So the 3rd place is taken by, you can open the envelope because this is the moment. The challenge number 2, 3rd place, is taken by Top Secret, the State Center of Cybersecurity. We congratulate you. We hear online applause and we can get used to that already. Would you please show the representative of the team winner if he's online with us? If not, we'll get to know about the 2nd place. I am now prompted that we cannot communicate and see the representative of the team who takes the 3rd place. Now the 2nd place. That was well hidden. Okay. So the 2nd place is taken by the team SOCOUND, the Security Service of Ukraine. We welcome you with a round of applause. This is the representative of this team. We would like to congratulate you personally. So, hello, you take the 2nd place. That's the wonderful result. So you spent this week not in vain. I do hope that you got huge experience, which will help you in the future professional life in your activities. Thank you that you've been with us during these 5 days. And the place number 1, the winner, is in your hands. Let's open this envelope together. Just tear it down, tear it apart, to understand who took the first place. The first place is taken by the team COP Cyber Police. Hooray! Perfect. I congratulate you guys. You deserve that. COP team, COP team. Well, the winners, you see your patron, and you got to know that you got the first place in this nomination. Thank you so much, esteemed members of the jury. I hope we'll meet next time at the future hackathons. Thank you. And we will not wait to get to know the next three of the winners. We do invite here to the studio, if I'm not mistaken. Could you please tell me? We invite to this studio the following members of the jury. That is, the three winners will be announced by the representatives of co-organizers of the National Hackathon on Cybersecurity. They're just entering the studio now. We'll have a very short, several seconds pause.
Співорганізатори національного хакатону з кібербезпеки.
So the co-organizers of Cyber Hackathon is Yuri Shigul, who is the head of the State Service of Special Communication and Information Protection, and Oksana Gorbach, the director of the Center of Strategic Communications, StratCom Ukraine. Yuri, why it's so important for your institution to conduct such hackathons and how it can help in your work? For the Special Communications Service, which is one of the responsible law authorities, one of the tasks is to change the approaches towards the training and the changes in the system of cybersecurity. Thanks to these hackathons, which are done according to the standards of NATO, we're doing little steps to get to the professional environment and for NATO to see strong partners in us. Oksana, you, the director on the strategic communications. What's the strategic communication of this hackathon? The hackathon is the strategic communication itself. This format, with the involvement of the defense and security sector, universities and energy sector, and speaking about the topic of cybersecurity is the strategic communications. We are providing the protection, which has the message. We are working in this sphere, and we would like to be one of the most protected people in the cybersecurity. I can hear the professional who can communicate perfectly. Let us not wait anymore, though the third place first. The third place is taken by the challenge number 3, that is the information OSINT to prevent cyber attacks and cyber incidents. The third place is taken by Air Force, Kharkiv National University of Air Force, named after Ivan Kozhedub. Wonderful. Let us see someone from the representatives of the team and congratulate them personally. We congratulate you. Thank you that you've joined us and took part in the National Hackathon on Cybersecurity. As far as I understand, the second place is yours. So the second place, the nomination is here. The team of Kyiv National University, named after Taras Shevchenko, we congratulate you as well. You take the second place, a wonderful result, a bright result, and it seems to me that the participants and the members of this team will be happy that they're getting their own prize, their own award. Can we congratulate them personally? Yes, thank you. We congratulate you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. It was pleasant for us to take part in that as well. So, and the winners, who is the winner? Let's do that together. The team of Defense, the Institute of Special Communication and Information Protection of the National University of Ukraine, Kyiv Polytechnic Institute of Ukraine, named after Ivan Sikorsky. We congratulate the winners who took the Grand Prix. Finally, they are together. Good for you. Perfect, guys. You are cool. Thank you so much. Even 2 special nominations have been defined by our judges. We would like to give the award for the will to the victory, the company of B Insights. They showed the incredible, powerful, emotional presentation. So we would like you to have this special mention and nomination. And the second nomination for the propaganda of cybersecurity, which is taken by NAU Hack. Now, Hack. So we congratulate you with this. Do we have connection with them? I don't know whether they heard that they got the special mentions, special awards during the hackathon for their special achievements. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you that you joined us. Thank you that you've stayed with us during the week and observed the successes and attempts of our participants to become winners and to make a special investment into the cybersecurity of our state, and not only. So within our hackathon, we offered some additional tasks from the Northern Atlantic Alliance, which helps the interoperability in cybersecurity. So the teams who offered solutions for the tasks from NATO have a separate winner who were defined by the judges of NATO. And we do invite the guest from NATO to announce them. So just in several seconds, this guest will come here to the studio.
І зараз з нами на онлайн.
And now we are connected online with our next expert, who is Gerard Elzinger, who is the head of the Digital Infrastructure Services Department of the C3 headquarters of NATO. Hello, Mr. Gerard.
Good afternoon. To announce the winners of the stretch goals. First of all, let me congratulate you on making this hackathon a success again, as in previous years. And unfortunately, we cannot participate physically. But nevertheless, you have demonstrated again that you're in a good shape to organize a hackathon and to even do it very flexibly, as the situation required us to do so this time. It also has convinced ACT to have the NATO-tied hackathon next year in Ukraine, 21-25 February. And I have no doubt that seeing the results and listening into the presentations, that Ukrainian teams will again pose quite a challenge to the other teams that will participate in the NATO-tied hackathon. Turning to the teams, first of all, I want to commend you all on your achievements. Again, as in previous years, it was quite impressive. And your expertise, knowledge, and ingenuity is impressive. and that is something which is absolutely remarkable. And it's not only that this is something which just stays within the hackathon. The ideas presented here, the views, the solutions will definitely find its way in future solutions in improving cybersecurity, also in NATO. As in previous years, we will also like to offer a prize for the winning teams of the extended or stretched goals. And the prize is linked to the theme of this hackathon, being the cybersecurity, and consists of a participation in the NATO Cyber Defense Summer School next year. NATO, the C4 Trust Fund, will sponsor the participation itself, participation fees, the travel, and the accommodation to attend this event. And it, as in previous years, and based on the experiences and feedback we got, it's a very interesting event to participate in. As mentioned, the NATO judges have evaluated the results of the solutions presented in the presentations on the stretched and extended goals, and have come to the conclusion that not only one but two teams deserve the prize. So the two prizes are going to Code Defenders and to Team Top Secret. They have demonstrated to do this in the most innovative and most optimal way that the judges came to this conclusion. So I would like to offer my congratulations to both teams, and have no doubt that we will see you in future hackathons again. Thank you.
Дякуємо, дуже дякую вам, пане.
Thank you so much, Mr. Elzinga. Thank you for the support of our teams, and you're our unchangeable partner, because Northern Atlantic Alliance is supporting us all the time. But the surprises are not over, because the partner of the event is USAID, the cybersecurity of critical infrastructure. They prepared some of the certificates for the training of the winner teams for each of the tasks of the hackathon. The winners who took the first place in each of the challenges will be able to have training for cybersecurity of the critical important infrastructure of Ukraine. So please await for the guidelines how to do that in your emails soon. And the winners of the hackathon are getting the special award from the National Defense and Security Council of Ukraine. So here we've got already Sergei Prokopenko, who is the head of the Department of the Activity of the National Coordination Center of Cybersecurity and of the National Defense and Security Council of Ukraine. The floor is yours. Thank you. Yes, really, the teams impressed us. The event has been conducted at a very high level. We really liked the being active and the creative approach. Lots of innovative ideas were there, and I'm sure that they will be implemented in the closest future. Though I paid attention that not all of the teams maybe were in the equal conditions. There were some of the profile line teams which represented the institutions which directly deal with cybersecurity. There were representatives of the critical objects of the infrastructure who also get rather huge investments. And there were some of the teams which I would say would like to change the situation, though they don't have maybe enough of financial resources and funding. Still, they have developed really cool solutions which are already working. That is why we'd like to mention the team of B Insights as the team which has shown the biggest will for victory. And we would like to give them this certificate that really this is a cool solution they invented. It is already working in the State Emergency Service of Ukraine. And besides that, for it to be not just a certificate, the winners will get an opportunity to have the course, training course under the topic they select in SANS. This is one of the leaders in the educational cybersecurity sphere, and they will get a certain certificate. Super, thank you so much, Sergei. I think it's a very important award and the prize which will help our participants to develop in the future and become real experts. Thank you so much. Okay, all of the diplomas will be sent to the winners and they will get the certificates in their emails. And now, dear colleagues, could you please tell me, do we invite all of our members of the jury and our expert council, which used to be here during the week at the hackathon, who helped us to assess the participants? So please come up here, dear colleagues, dear experts. First of all, I'd like to thank you that you spent some time, that you've been with us, that you helped to assess, and with your work, seems to be not that complicated, but you've done a lot to develop cybersecurity in Ukraine and to strengthen this defense capacity frontline, because the threats are becoming every year more and more relevant. Thank you. Let's give you a round of applause. And as the head of the Special Communications Service, Yuri, maybe you would like to say a couple of words to finalize this event today, because you are one of the co-organizers. Thank you. I welcome all of you. First of all, I'd like to express gratitude to the experts, to the judges, to the mentors, the people who for free were spending their own time to inspire the teams, to inspire something new. And each result, if we do that together, we'll be able to create this ecosystem in the cybersecurity. I'd like to thank StratCom. I'd like to thank the organizers, the Vice Prime Minister and the NATO, because now we have the totally capable army at the east of Ukraine, which protects our country. So our task is the common task to create the same kind of army, the cyber army, right? Not cyber troops, but cyber army, which would be ready to protect our countries. So thank you again, dear colleagues, that you joined us, not only today, but during the whole week you stayed with us and we're working and to get the outcome which you're having today. Thank you. So I think that's it from us. I do hope that we'll connect more than once. So thank you for staying here for an hour of awards and for staying for us for about a week. So see you soon. Goodbye.